Hey guys, welcome back to another scary video. I'm back. Before anything, I'm gonna go ahead and just do my makeup really quick before I get into reading these scary stories. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is Nata Fe back at it again with another scary video. If you're new here, hi. Welcome. I already love you. I can already tell you're an awesome person. I know that because you like scary shit, so you know you're cool. And if you're not new, welcome back. I hope you missed me because I did miss you. Can you tell that I'm weird? I thought I would start off the video with one kind of segment and then I'm gonna go into another one. So the first segment, basically the first half of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you my current paranormal stories. Yeah, I think I brought something. Every time I watch scary videos or I do scary videos, things happen and I feel more like I guess my aura, or I don't know how to describe it. I'll figure out the word later and I'll add it. But my blank is attracting these things because I lately have a lot has happened. First of all, yes, a lot has happened. I was gonna upload earlier, but shit happens, you know, and especially when you're in the midst of doing something, other things happen, and I'm just like,
Whoa, give me a break.
so okay, so I'm sorry, I'm not even on my roll right now. Let me just turn up the brightness. First segment is gonna basically be like an update slash story time of my current paranormal activity. Things are happening. It's not that bad, but I do know that we're not alone here because I've been hearing shit. My little sister's back at it again with being afraid. If you are a viewer if you've been watching a lot of my older videos, in one of my videos that I'm doing a mukbang, I think it's a seafood mukbang, and my little sister around that time was being afraid of something she would call an angel, and usually she would point at it in my mom's room, like in my mom's closet or on the stairs, and she was afraid of that. She hasn't said that anymore, but she does wake up sometimes, and very rare. It's maybe happened like 2 or 3 times more recent, and she wakes up like screaming in fear. Like, we sometimes, a lot of people are not gonna agree with it, but we like to scare her. I like to scare her when she misbehaves because that's the only way that I can get her attention, because she's bad. Like, she's really bad. Like, I can honestly say this is the most undisciplined sibling. The younger one, I'm the oldest. The other ones, you know, we're all fucking good as kids compared to this one. Like, we were never troublemakers. This one has her tantrums. I finally got some more primer. I'm so excited. I got some more primer. I'm not gonna fully do my makeup, so this is just gonna be the first segment, which is me talking and doing my makeup. And the next segment, if you don't like makeup or anything like that, you can go ahead and just skip to like I'll put a timestamp to where I'm reading stories. But honestly, you're gonna want to hear this. Even if you don't like makeup, just hear what I have to say, because bitch, like, I am freaked the out. Because so basically, ever since I started doing these videos, I've been uncomfortable. I'm not gonna say afraid, because I'm not afraid. I was at first, but now I'm just uncomfortable because basically there are two recent things. So it's 1 in the morning, the 26th of October, and like throughout this month I feel like a lot of things have been happening, but this past week has been like so weird. The other day, it was just my mom. My little sister was with my mom in her room. They were asleep, and my other sister was in her room laying down about to fall asleep. My dad was not here. I was watching some videos, and I hear, like, sometimes I can hear the neighbors when they're walking really heavy or slamming like against the wall. But I thought, yeah, maybe it's the neighbors. But I remembered that I had left a trash bag, because sometimes when I clean, I leave a trash bag outside of our room, so that way when they see the bag, they can throw their trash or whatever till it fills up so I can throw it. and I hear it ruffle, like rustling, like somebody was walking from my room, like across the hallway. There's like a little hallway, and then you turn, and the start of the stairs is there. And I fucking hear somebody stomping and hitting the fucking. And I immediately was like, what the fuck? So I got up, and everybody was in the room, like nobody was awake. I know for a fact that wasn't anybody, my sisters or my mom. They were asleep in the rooms, and there was no way that they could have gotten up and ran that fast. I would have heard them. But that was fucking weird. About 4 or 5 nights ago, my little sister doesn't really take naps. She kind of just like for like 2 or 3 hours. Like for her, she never fully sleeps. She wakes up and it's around 2, 3 in the morning, and my mom is still like kind of asleep. She hears my little sister wake up, like my little sister waking up, and I don't know where my little sister starts screaming like, like Louie, afraid, like a little kid getting scared by someone, you know. And my mom was like, what? And she starts pointing because my mom has a restroom like right in her room, and she started pointing at the restroom, and she was like, oh, blanket. I guess she saw. My mom just thought that she saw like maybe the towel hanging, because my mom has like a towel rack on the door hanging. My mom was like, what? And she said that. And my little sister said, mato, te mato yo. She says that, and my mom's like, what the fuck? And I have a theory on this. She's 4 years old, and she's at that stage where she repeats a lot of what you tell her. Like sometimes when we get mad at her, she just starts repeating what we're telling her, or even after we get mad at her and we start talking and going on about, like, after we get mad at her, whatever, we start talking and she still keeps repeating you. So she kind of has that like little mania. I'm thinking that she saw someone scare her. She started copying what they were saying. So that's what I'm thinking, like maybe she copied them, what they were, maybe she was just repeating what they were saying. So she was saying mato, te mato yo. Kill, I'll kill you. And nobody says that shit. Like, that's fucking weird. Like, she doesn't just, where the fuck would she get that? That was kind of freaky. So I honestly don't know what, and these have been within the same week. And she's also been saying that there's a monster now again, and she's just saying, no, there's a monster, and she's like pointing at shit. And she hadn't been doing that. The last time she wouldn't say monster, she would say angel. Here's a clip of her literally on camera getting afraid by something, and she starts saying angel.
What?
Who is it, Angel?
No. Wait, because babies can't see like ghosts.
That's true.
It's angel.
That is true. Where?
It's angel. Can I come let's go there?
My daughter says keep people.
Where is the angel? Something scared.
That was like it's just weird. And like that's the thing that holds me back. What used to hold me back was this kind of shit, because I don't want to be doing scary shit and then it attracting like my little sister. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get her baptized or something. So I've been teaching her to say stuff to it, and not to it directly, but teaching her like, oh, you're not welcome here and stuff like that, because they're not welcome here. And yes, like I finally stopped having bad nightmares and stuff like that. And another life update is my mom fell on her knee and broke her knee not even like 2 days ago. Like 2, 3 days ago already. It's already been like 3 days. Yeah, it's already been like 3 days. And it's been the longest 3 days because she can't do anything. So I've been trying to take charge of like the house duties and helping out, like cooking and shit. And I'm like, damn, like I don't know how the fuck she would do it. Like, so yeah, she has her knee broken. So we're trying to figure out like what we can do. That happened. She broke her knee. She went to the ER, and we like to go to this ER, and I know we shouldn't anymore because of all of our past experience. But every time we go to the ER, we like to go to that ER because they're so fast. But the only thing that we don't like is the doctors there are bitches. Everywhere they're bitches, but they don't tell you anything. Like, they don't really care. They just told her that it's broken, and they didn't explain to her how broken is it, or what specific part of the knee, like how the damage is. Like, they just said, oh, it's broken. They just give her some crutches and some fucking the cast, and I'm just like, they're fucking bitches, and I'm gonna like go ahead and like fucking make a complaint about them because like I'm just so fucking tired of Laredo. Like honestly, it's so fucking shitty. Like it sucks because sometimes in serious times like this, like when you break your fucking knee, you have to fucking go out of town, and some people cannot afford to be fucking going, out of fucking the city and traveling. Like it fucking sucks because our doctors here in Laredo suck so bad. If you ever go to Laredo, Texas, like don't fucking go to the hospital. They don't give a fuck. Like they just assume and they don't diagnose, and that's what's just so fucking like so fucking annoying, bro. Like hard. It's mainly the really hard thing right now is my little sister. She's been very, very bad. Like she's like in her fucking terrible fours. Like I thought the terrible twos was just that, but she's like gotten really bad. Like the older she gets is like the more fucking tantrums, and like she makes me not want to have kids. Gotta send me some prayers for this child because I don't know. I honestly feel like she has something attached to her, like in a way, not possessing, because she's not gonna get possessed. I feel like she just has a negative energy around her, and I'm thinking that's why maybe she's like that. And sometimes when she acts really, really bad, I do pray. Like right when she's throwing a tantrum, I pray mentally and in front of her. And sometimes I feel like she gets worse. But it's because she's at that point where she thinks that everything's a joke. She's been getting like water and spilling it, pouring it, and making a mess with liquids and food to the point where, because she likes to pour stuff and other things, and sometimes she likes to pour it on the floor and splatter it, and we go up to her to get mad at her, and she runs up the stairs and starts laughing like she thinks that we're chasing her and like playing with her, and she doesn't understand that we're getting mad at her. And I tell her, no, we're not playing. I'm mad at you. Don't be doing that. And she doesn't give a fuck, guys. Like she doesn't give a fuck. And if we tell her no, if she wants something, we tell her no. She fucking hits us. She scratches us. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. I don't know, guys. She's scary. That's pretty much that little update has been going on, and I don't know what to do, but let me just see how this lipstick looks. I don't like to apply lip glosses. I feel like it just looks weird, like, but I do like, if I get lip gloss, I don't like it to look like very dark. I like for it to look like bright. And if it's dark, I like for it to be like a subtle tint. I'm just gonna take it off. I like to play around with it, but that's it. Like, but yeah, she's been really hard. The main reason why I'm able to record right now is because my dad's like downstairs right now. He just got home, and I told him I gotta record. I gotta do another video because I'm just itching to tell you guys this update. I just feel like there's something wrong, like going on. Not bad, but I just feel like it's just freaky how I've been hearing people walk like outside of my door and like bump into shit. We're gonna go on to the second section of this video, which is where I read or react to scary stories and or videos. We're gonna go ahead and react and see what's up. We're gonna go back with this page, Laredo Paranormal Stories. They did upload a few more things, not a lot, but enough to spook us. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to go ahead and react, and hopefully we get scared. I'm ready to get scared. I really want to get scared. I thought that we could go ahead and read them together, and hopefully there's also some scary videos. So Justin, paranormal spot in Laredo, Texas. There has been several stories about a little girl who died at the Bender Hotel in Laredo, Texas. There isn't any sources to prove it, but a while ago, a follower was passing by the building, and just as he parked to get down and take pictures, he saw a little girl about the age of 6, 7 peeking out of a window and moved quick out of the way. Her description was a pale face, black hair and ponytails, and a white shirt. So this one we're gonna go ahead and look into the comments because it's basically a question kind of to see if anybody else has experienced. I guess she got a message of people saying that she got a couple of messages of stories about a little girl who died, and she wanted to see, and I just want to see if maybe somebody put something. So somebody said they took a picture years ago inside when it was still in business. This is a little girl peeking, and that's the picture. I mean, it's kind of blurry, but you can kind of see, like, it looks fucking weird. There's not really any people saying their experience. Okay, so this was about 3 days ago from an anonymous person. It says, so back in 2015, my friends and I would always go to the pool inside the Rio Grande Hotel in downtown because the pool there would only cost $5 for the entrance without having to get a room. We would always stay until 10 p.m., which is the time it would close. I remember an elderly man in charge, and he would tell us when to bounce. One night, we were waiting for a friend to pick me up and two other friends up. We were waiting in the door that was at the bottom. In that same place, there was a hallway in the lobby. We saw a security guard that we had never seen before. Mind you, we would go every day. And he smiled at us and told us to get out soon because ghosts start appearing at that time. I don't know why, but these words plus him smiling in such a sinister way gave us the creeps. Guess what? That man disappeared in one moment to another. My friends and I ran outside, freaked out. Days passed. I logged into Facebook and saw a story in this page about the same hotel saying it was closed for 3 years already because I couldn't believe I had been in the hotel recently. That's kind of weird. Is he trying to say that they would visit that hotel while it was closed? This one is a picture. This one is an anonymous person saying that they were FaceTiming their friend and took a screenshot and caught this. Somebody said that it looks like the witch from Snow White. There hasn't really been any posts. Okay, so I can't find any stories, but I just remembered that my mom told me a story right now that is gonna freak you guys out. My mom told me a story right now that she didn't experience, but the friends of my grandparents' friends, the neighbors of my grandparents' friends. So my grandparents have been separated since my mom was around 3 years old, but they had these friends. Well, how do you say it? They're called compadres. Because I believe my grandparents had baptized their kid. They were all really good friends and everything, even after my grandparents had separated. There was this couple, right? And they were really friendly people, even the neighbors, they would get along with the neighbors. So this is basically my grandparents' friends. Well, my grandparents would go, even after they were separated, they would all still hang out or whatever. But one time, grandparents' friends, the husband, he would always go and do like yard work. He always loved to make sure like his house, the front of the house always looked clean. He was always on top of like maintaining the front of the house, cutting the lawn and stuff like that. So that's something that he would always do. And so one day, it was just like a normal day. This is the couple of my grandparents' friends. So this is my grandparents' friends. The husband was out doing yard work, right? And it seemed normal. They had these neighbors that were out on vacation for a couple of weeks. So when the neighbors get back from their vacation, they go ahead and see the husband cutting his yard. They see the husband cutting his yard. They have a conversation like, hey neighbor, how are you? ¿Cómo estás? Todo bien, a really good conversation and everything. Like they were having a good conversation. Then after a while, the neighbor that was speaking to the husband that was cutting the yard, his wife walks outside, and the neighbor tells the wife, hey, how are you guys doing? I just spoke to I don't know the husband's name, but he just mentioned that he had a conversation with her husband. And she looks at him like, what did you say? Like in a shocked way. He goes, no, right now I was just speaking to so-and-so, the husband. And the wife says, I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to tell you guys, but he passed away. So there's no way like that could have happened. He was like, no, what do you mean? Like I just had he was just so confused because he literally just had a conversation with this guy. She was like, no, yeah, like I'm sorry, but he passed away. Like that would be just something so fucked up to say. To hear that your dead husband just had a conversation with your neighbor, and you remind yourself that you have to advise him that he passed. And that's just like a weird thing. Like it's so crazy how these things happen. How people who are used to doing their normal day-to-day routine, do some people get stuck and still do it in the afterlife? It's cool. I hope all of that's true. Like especially like after watching the Sam and Kobe the first two videos that they just uploaded, it's like fuck, like that's crazy. That's something that I want to do. Like I really want to travel the world and go to the world's most haunted places and, you know, capture more proof of the afterlife. That's just something that's just so interesting to me. Like damn. I'd be willing to talk more on when I do a podcast. I would want to speak on that, and I would want to interview people's experiences. So there's another video also coming out that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be with my uncle and my aunt and some of my cousins. I don't know yet if they're all going to want to be doing it, because I know for sure my uncle wants to do the videos, but my aunt kind of doesn't want to, because she kind of doesn't want to relive those moments, and she is also still currently being like haunted and shit. So she wants to, but she doesn't want to because she feels like weird. I mean, it's understandable, especially when shit's still happening to you right now. I do get afraid sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Like ever since I've been doing these videos, I have to turn on the lights for every fucking thing. I don't like going up and down the stairs in the dark because I just picture something crawling up or down. Fuck that shit. Earlier, when I was watching the Sam and Kobe video, I felt something grab my foot. You know, like I always say that. I forgot to say that. I realized that I didn't say that in this video because I guess my mind tries to forget about it. But like, I just saw my own reflection with my phone case, as I'm trying not to look at my phone because my phone's case has a weird reflection, and I just saw my face and it looks so scary, and I'm afraid to look at it again because I don't know if I'm gonna see something else. But I felt something grab my feet earlier, and that's the thing, like I don't want to be disturbed when I'm doing something so fucking chill. Like don't disturb me when I'm watching or doing something. Like do it when I'm conversating with you, or intentionally trying to do something. But no, yeah, I get scared, you know, talking about this shit because I am a firm believer. If you guys do have any more stories to tell me or any video evidence of the paranormal, like send me a video or send me a message or something. But it's really like interesting and scary. Like I want to shit myself right now because there's a lot of things that, you know, we can't explain, and I feel like that's what makes it more scary because we don't really know how these things or beings look. But yes, if you do have any stories or questions, somebody commented on my last video of my fucking fire alarm going off, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know how to take out the batteries and change them. I don't know. I'm also thinking of also setting up outside sometimes because like why not? Like it seems fun. Like I want to sit down outside right now and just talk, just conversate. But it's been a long week. I've also been really interested in scary phone calls because I was kind of inspired to do a video like that because I just saw Erica Angel's latest video of the 4 scary phone calls. That's scary. So I'm thinking of doing something similar, like scary interviews with scary people, or like reacting to those kinds of videos where, you know, just the most unexpected shit happens on talk shows. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And remember, there's always something behind you or under you. So, bro, I ain't about to do this shit, bro. Oh my fucking god. I, I just fucking heard. Look, okay, I'm just say one thing. I'm just say one thing. Like, fucking duendes or shit, like little fucking creatures, like that's scary, but that's nothing compared to if you were to hear a weeping person. And I thought I just heard that outside my window. You can probably hear my mom in the background because they're downstairs and these walls are kind of like weird, but I fucking just heard a weep outside my. It sounded like a ooh, like that kind of cry, like a wailing cry. Bitch, I'm fucking scared. I'm like afraid. I don't know if my neighbors are there. I don't know if it's like my. Because sometimes the neighbors are outside. I usually turn on my fan in my room. I just turned it off right now, but I usually turn it on to make like a white noise so you can't hear my little sister screaming. Okay, so anyway, so usually like on the top of the apartments, we've seen lechuzas at least 3 to 4 times already. It's very rare, but I don't give a fuck if I see a lechuza. I fucking heard a weeping outside. It's not like a woman doing it. I don't know. It feels weird. You know how sometimes you experience something, and most of the time, like you can just feel when it's negative. Sorry, I'm sleepy already. I've been so sleepy, guys. Like so bad. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like I feel like I can't um fully sleep. Like right. Also, I just hit 100 subs the other day, and it feels nice. Right now I'm currently at 101 subs, guys. Like thank you all. Like thank you guys for all the love and support that you guys have been giving me, and I want to stay consistent because I love, as much as it scares the shit out of me, I love doing these videos. The only thing that lately has been like, try to understand that it's been really heavy week. There are other things that have been happening too, but right now the main concern is that my mom heals. So if you guys can go ahead and leave some prayers down below, leave some love and support for my mom, because right now she's feeling really unable to do a lot of things. She's just struggling right now. She's in a lot of pain overall on her body because she fell. So let me go and tell you guys what happened with my mom, because I feel like you guys are probably gonna ask some questions about it. But yes, please pray for my mom. Hopefully she gets better soon. And so basically what happened was, the other day she was gonna mop, so she had already set the mop bucket aside, but before that she was just gonna pick up some clothes that were next to the kitchen area, because sometimes we have the laundry area right next to the kitchen, so we usually have our clothes, like all our dirty clothes, in a basket there, or sometimes we just have a little pile just to prepare to wash. She had spilled some water next to the bucket of the mop, and she picked up some clothes, and right before she was about to mop, she walks past by the water and she slips. She thought she was gonna fall back, and somehow she just fell and landed on her right knee. All her weight landed on her knee, and she heard a pop, and she can't walk. Like she has to like limp, like hop on one leg. She has crutches. She has a walker that my tia gave her. She has a wheelchair that my other tia gave her. She has it all, but it's still hard for her to shower or use the restroom. So she showers in a chair. Like we put a little chair so she can sit down and shower, because she cannot stand on her right knee. She can stand on one leg, but you cannot shower like that. So she just sits down. She's just struggling a lot right now. So just, yeah, like I said before, just please give her some love, and hopefully she gets better soon. But yes, right now I'm doing as much as I can to help her out, because it's just fucking hard for her. Like, bro, like I would have been crying already. So that's pretty much what happened to my mom a few days ago. The doctors didn't tell her shit. She needs to go see a specialist to see what the fuck happened, but it's really hard because Laredo sucks. But remember, despite any position that you're in life, there's always gonna be dark days, but remember, there are also good days. So we're just gonna try to see the light out of everything that's not so great. We're always trying to see the good in everything.